Hey everybody, this is Rydo, and we are back with another episode of Hearthstone. Uh, we're still doing the Blackrock Mountain solo adventure expansion. We've beaten the 3 bosses, and now we're on to the class challenges for week 3. We have had to struggle a little bit as the bosses have gotten more difficult, and last episode certainly reflected that in its length. And we also had to rebuild our mage deck in a very odd fashion, which makes it pretty much useless. So after I'm done recording all of these Blackrock Mountain episodes, I'm going to go offline and rebuild it to something more useful. This is interesting how the blade here almost matches. I bet they did that on purpose. Today we're going to do the priest deck against General Dracasath, which is interesting because General Dracasath was the boss that required us to rebuild our mage deck in a strange way. And we're gonna try and see what that is. We're playing for Twilight Whelps, 2/1 dragons. If you're holding a dragon, gain +2 health. Pretty good. It looks like the dragons might make a good type of deck. I may end up with a Murloc deck and a dragon deck at the end of Blackrock Mountain. Let's get in here and see how it's gonna be. Remember, the class challenges are often puzzles in which you're given very strange, unique decks and have to play as that character against this boss. He's going to probably have the same passive ability, which makes every single card only cost 1 mana. However, you only get 1 mana per turn, always. If that's true, this will be pretty strange.
What are you doing?
The light shall bring victory.
Yes, here's his passive ability already showing up that. So we don't need Resurrect right now. And we don't need this one right now. Everything is going to cost 1 mana. So this is usually like a 7 mana card. And it is a 1 mana 7/7 mech with Divine Shield. That's great to start off with. Oh, and we've got a spectator. One of the benefits of following me on Battle.net is that you can actually spectate me as I'm recording, potentially even hearing what I'm saying right now. I of course can't hear what they're saying, so that doesn't, it's not like a two-way conversation. If he starts messaging me and such, I wouldn't be able to respond at the moment. I'm too focused on recording the episodes to do something like that. So he starts with 50 health. He has his passive ability. Not a very good card to play right now. Deal 5 damage, restore 5 damage to your health. We'll do that later. Let's see. Summon this guy. Or 2 of these guys. To a random enemy. Dr. Boom. Of course, a parody of Dr. Doom. Yeah, that did more damage to him than it did to me. Summon 1/1 whelps until your side of the battlefield is full. Alright, let's see.
You dare challenge the dawn.
That is very useful in this fight. Having multiple characters summoned, because remember you can only do one thing. Here's the Resurrect card. I doubt we'll be playing it this game. His 10 armor is not going to save him. It's looking like we're going to win this on the first try, which is great news. I like short episodes. I think most people do. Unless there needs to be a longer episode, which sometimes there does. That's a pretty wishy-washy statement. Swap health with another minion. Interesting. Well, I need to summon something. So, I'm gonna hit this guy. And then summon this. And then go ahead and use these guys. Get rid of them. Just to play safe. Remember, this one will summon a legendary minion. I could have also killed him. Can be any legendary minion. There are 1/1 or 0 mana legendaries that don't do that much. Whenever a minion dies, summon a leopard now. Go ahead and do that. Why not? Might as well. This is the end of the challenge. And with a whelp, he loses. That was a pretty good example, a better example than the deck I built with my mage deck on how you would beat this battle. Pretty good example. So that's the end of today's episode. Nice and quick. People spectate because they want to watch. People also spectate because there is a quest that will get them a free pack out now called Watch and Learn. And if they watch somebody, one of their friends, and spectate their game and they win, they get a free pack, which is by far the best quest you could get. It requires the least amount of work, and it gives you the equivalent of 150 gold, which is 50 more gold than win 7 games to win 100 gold, which is the next best quest if you're just talking gold, but very difficult as far as time. Anyways, that's the end of this episode. Thanks for watching. As always, I ask that you like, share, subscribe, comment if you want to, and watch every second of my videos. All that helps me out. If you want to support me further, you can do that through fan funding by clicking on my name. On the right, there will be a blue button that says support this channel. Any amount you donate will be greatly appreciated. If you want to follow me on Twitter or Google+, or friend me on Steam or Battle.net, all that information is down below. Thank you for watching. Have a good evening.